In case you missed it, Kodak Black dropped a mixtape titled Zap Stars, which is currently pacing to be outstreamed by DDG in his latest tape. One comment even read, "I can't even explain what I'm listening to right now. What has happened to this man?" Which is a very good question. Even before the Zap Stars release, this was Kodak explaining he has never experienced true love.
I know girl treated you right. Never, bro. I never had experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced love, bro. I never did, bro. I never had it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro. I never had it.
As that was only one day before the mixtape's release. However, the bad quality of the mixtape is likely due to its rushed release. In case you didn't know, the news wrote, according to the Broward County Clerk, a new status hearing in Kodak Black's felony trafficking and possession charge is set for April 28th. On that April 28th court hearing, his trial date was set. Even a lawyer wrote, chatter inside the courtroom between prosecutors and law officials make it sound like Kodak isn't being given another chance. It's now time to face a sentence, but for how long?
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on all right? This is just for the being. Come on officially. All right. You know your license is no good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a ticket, right? That's a ticket.
He was originally arrested for this crime several months ago. He's been released on a bail this entire time, but his trial is now coming fast. But what is scarier is that Kodak was arrested for this exact charge 2 years ago, meaning that he is a repeat offender of the same crime, which judges really hate. On February 28th, 2023, it was announced Kodak Black admits to being on drank, but denies being on other items after pleading not guilty on possession and firearm charges.
I was on the and I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house. But that ain't illegal. And that ain't illegal. I mean, so all that shit is just the process that it had to be in other mud shot. The process that even though like bogus is and plastered all over the internet. Then on top of that, it's like, bro, like, I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my era, bro, like, nah, like, man, you better off.
Shortly after the IG Live, the feds raided Kodak's Florida home and arrested the rapper. While arrested, he hired his lawyer, Brian Cohen, who was able to secure a deal to have Kodak sent to a rehab rather than sitting in jail.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
What is this? Unjust and not right about this situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
But now that Kodak just repeated the exact same crime that he committed in 2023, the prosecutors will paint a picture of Kodak's recent behavior in order to aim for the highest prison sentence available, likely beginning with the IG Live, where Kodak Black said he's waiting to die. He quoted this from a tweet that reads, "Every time I see Kodak, I get so sad. That man has like 4 baby moms, and not one of you greedy women care about him for real, because why are y'all not helping him? You're probably sitting around waiting for him to pass away," where he would then end up reacting to it on an IG Live.
Everybody getting while we waiting on other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Hey, bro, like let time do its shit, bro. Time is the best, what you call it, whether it's gonna heal or whatever it's gonna like, you know, let time do its shit. You gotta be patient. Love is patient, love is kind. You know, like I'm saying, it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all. Try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world on everybody on your man on your bitch on Everybody getting while we waiting, while we just down here waiting on when.
But this was only the beginning. More tweets of, every day I see a new video of Kodak strung out, not acting like a human. Is someone gonna help him? Or even, anyone else afraid if Kodak doesn't get help, we're gonna lose him, things are bad. As these all came after a new viral clip of Kodak eating chicken in the middle of the road was released. He looked completely strung out and not even like himself.
The wrong thing. Take a seat next to him, take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food, enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother.
Hold on, please. I want to be part of bro, I want to join them, bro. I want to be down here.
It would be this very moment where even Kanye West, of all people, would speak out trying to save Kodak.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about him, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
But later on in that night, something very bad happened, confirming that Kodak needs help. Kodak was seen pacing around his room, claiming he's Drake's favorite rapper. Now, he definitely could be. However, his friend is sitting in the corner of the room, recording Kodak completely strung out, making it a confirmation he's hanging out with the wrong crowd. His own friends would rather film him being strung out, pacing around his room, rather than helping him.
I'm Drake's favorite rapper.
Who?
I'm his favorite rapper.
You Drake favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Nah.
He always say that, even his people always say that. They always say that. Even when he, you know what I mean? Even when he ain't around, so shit like, oh, no, it's for real, bro.
You may be wondering how we even got here. Well, there's an explanation. It's very important to hear, as when Kodak went to rehab in 2023, his music career was paused for over a year. There was no new music, no IG Lives. It ended up stalling out his career. Many forgot about Kodak. But while in rehab, Kodak turned his entire life around, writing new music, working out daily, and becoming a much better person. 1 week after being released, he dropped his hit song titled Walk. This gathered 33 million views. It climbed him right back to the top of the chart. However, the success got back to his head. He would want to capitalize off the newfound momentum. He would hop on a Kai Cenat live stream, but he would be seen having extreme sweats, swatting at things that aren't even there, and shouting random words.
You can't always say it, but at times when it feel good, that's when you say it sometimes. Yeah. I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
The morning after the live stream, Kodak would then hop on IG Live trying to explain the situation.
Come on, say y'all people like who be on that, y'all be on all type of shit. Y'all be on shit. Say all type of stupid but I take you one and y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they sent on it, or they trying to come into life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of relationship. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro, I try to like, and then you don't think.
He did this because there was millions of fans disappointed that he broke his sobriety. He made himself look terrible on live stream, as the hate would end up lingering for the next few months. It even got the attention of Boonk, who would reach out trying to help out Kodak.
Well, right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. In front of outside looking in, it's obvious that you're a and I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now, but by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, you got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, man, holla at me.
However, just 1 week later, things would get worse again. A fan would interact with Kodak saying that he loves it when he is sober. This led into Kodak responding very aggressively.
Say I love when Kodak's sober. chain sober. I look sober.
Niggas going for two.
I know it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? Too young sober. Young sober.
He would then show up to the Baltimore Ravens game, once again looking completely out of it. Fans even tweeted, "NFL fans are worried for rapper Kodak Black as he appeared off while trying to show love to star quarterback Lamar Jackson in the Ravens."
Hey Kodak, what you gotta say about the Ravens, Big G?
I love the Ravens.
Hello. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you gotta tell the flock about that boy LJ, man? Yeah. Hey, that boy Yak in the city. Yeah, Yak in the city.
I live out here.
Hello. Yeah, Yak in the city. Baltimore, let him know.
These kind of incidents would end up happening for the next year and a half, as in 2025, it seemed like people finally had enough, as people in the rap industry like Wallow and Gilly reached out to try to save Kodak. It was announced Wallow and Gilly give life advice to Kodak Black, saying don't ever doubt yourself, you got them babies counting on you.
Don't ever doubt yourself, you got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but them babies counting on you, you gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh man, a lot of people need you, and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect with you, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies? Live. These people wanna laugh, they wanna joke, they wanna criticize. They don't know your pain, I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies counting on you.
As these two are trying to reason with Kodak, as his recent struggles in his life is a lot bigger than just him. According to Google, Kodak Black has 5 children. He's also the main breadwinner for his own personal family, where records show people in his own personal family, like his mother, don't work a regular job. Kodak Black supports all of them. If something were to happen to Kodak, it affects a lot of people's lives, which is why it really scared fans when Kodak Black did a day in the life live stream where he was seen jumping on his counters while making breakfast, not even speaking English, at 9 in the morning.
This got the sentence. What you want to Mac? Got some sentence. Got the sentence. You been to the boy. Got some sentence. Boy, on your back. Yeah, stuck on the Mac. Hey, stuck on the Mac. Then a bed rest. There's a long nap because she took it out today and you can't do it back. You can't help.
However, this day in particular was a very important day. Kodak Black was invited to the White House. He actually became the first ever rapper to be seen tweaking while at the White House.
So like imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dumb people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? We're gonna take the trash out.
But it was this very moment where it ended up feeling like Kodak Black noticed what he is doing in his life is completely wrong. He would end up going on a podcast with DJ Academics, wanting to apologize to everyone and saying he wants to use his influence for change.
I'm honestly, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to everybody that I've wronged, and I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry, and I'm sorry to all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespect and all that stuff like that. She accepted my apology.
She did? It would also be the same night he would finally respond to Kanye West. He would say, and quote, "Kanye's a real one. You want to know why? Kanye's the only guy who still likes Diddy. I'm pretty sure the feds are gonna seize all that boy's accounts. Kanye just did some real stuff, and you know what? I'm gonna do a collab with you so we can get some money."
Yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause like I'm some whole kinda like Kanye the only still did it. Cause he know he ain't a lot of the other look at me. I'm clean yeah. In her why Kanye like
Now, the scariest part of it all is everything I just shared will likely then be packaged up and shared with the judge in his upcoming trial, showing the judge Kodak cannot be trusted in the free world. He needs to either be locked up to finally learn his lesson or sent to a long-term rehab to deal with his personal issues. Which one would suit him better, jail or rehab? Comment down below.